Hi there, and welcome to the Melody Music Studios interview series, where we get to know our teachers a little bit better. I'm Ashley. Today, I'm here with Apiwe. Apiwe, thank you so much for joining me today for this interview. Can you tell us what instruments or voice types you primarily teach?
Primarily teach piano and a little bass.
Wonderful. And what ages or what experience levels do you typically work with?
I typically work with between 12 kind of teens all the way through to like middle age or late adulthood.
For students who would like to study with you, where can they find you? So what city and what state are you located in?
Students who want to study with me can find me in Los Angeles County, any of that area. Typically West Coast, California, but yeah, at Los Angeles.
Perfect. So we're going to get to know you a little bit better today as a teacher and as, a musician and person in general. So my first question for you is, what made you want to become a music teacher?
Given my history, what really made me want to become a music teacher was because of the education that at least I've had the privilege of, training and understanding theory, practical, playing and performance with regards to piano and bass. And I felt like really sharing this information, the best way would be through education and passing on what I know, the knowledge that I have, and obviously remembering my time as a young student who wanted to learn the piano and hoping I could find someone who would give me that opportunity to learn from them.
Right, of course. Beautiful. That's a great response.
Yeah.
So what do you love most about music? I know there's, probably so many things, but what do you love really most about it? What draws you to it?
It's a loaded question, but I think I feel music has the capacity to move us emotionally, of course. Definitely is like the soundtrack to our emotions or how we feel about stuff, and even can stir up emotion. But I think there's the pleasure to it, of course, experiencing music and a song that you love. So I would say it's the experience, it's the auditory experience, the pleasurable auditory experience of listening to sound and melodies and harmony and music that makes you feel a certain way.
What strengths or qualities do you have as a teacher that make you successful?
Strengths and qualities that make me successful as a teacher would be particularly paying attention to the needs of the student, listening to exactly where they'd like to be, their vision of themselves as a music, person, as a musician or a budding musician, listening to where those goals are, listening to at least trying to figure out where their strengths are, and then also where those weaknesses are that would, impede them from taking those steps, and then integrating that information with what I know could be a smooth path for them to find that goal or that vision that they have of themselves as musicians.
Yeah, beautiful. What advice would you give to someone who is in the middle of a performance and they make a mistake? What would you tell them to do? It's our worst nightmare, right? It's our worst fear come to life.
I love that one. I love that question because it's really, I think, probably one of the ones that most students would want to understand or at least have an idea of. Is what do you do in that instance? And I found in my experiences to really focus on accepting that, right, as part of your performance. Because then if you don't accept it, then you can't get over or go past it and move on and tackle the rest of the music. So I think being quick to accept the mistake, integrate the mistake, and then move on to the next part of your expressive self or the expression of the song.
Apiwe, thank you so much for being with me today. I really loved getting a chance to chat with you, and we are going to go ahead and sign off and say goodbye for today. And anyone who's listening, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Alrighty. Thank you.